Not many years ago, it was an emotional moment at Rubaga Cathedral in Kampala as a big number of people gathered for a Thanksgiving service for the then Mengo ministers Charles Peter Mayiga, David Sejusa and Betty Namboze. The trio had gone through what was described by many as a tour of hell, an ordeal that saw them held in Communicado and driven around the country, being rotated around the country's prisons over what was widely believed to be political witch hunt. In Bundibujo, I was kept in two different cells, on the first day with other inmates, then isolated on day 2. On Monday I was transferred from Bundibujo to Fort Portal, driven around the town the whole day, and then transferred to Chenjonjo in the evening. On Tuesday I was put for an identification parade, where someone I had never seen in my life accused me of working with him in acts of rebellion. This operation was allegedly coordinated by General David Sejusa, who now positions himself as a liberator out to transform the affairs of the country. More of such horrifying allegations were thrown at General Tinyefunza, considered by many in his heydays as the face of impunity in the ruling clique. He is alleged to have coordinated the raid on the courts of judicature, described by a section of people as the naked rape on the temple of justice. Earlier, in his capacity as the chief of combat operations, Andrew Kaira was gunned down and scores of torture allegedly administered to critics of the regime under his coordination with the clampdown on opposition leader Kizza Besigye stealing the show. The question that stands now is whether it's fair to those who have scores to settle with the general and those who claim to be freedom fighters allying with him. Some of his victims believe it is a sacrifice in national service.
So do not think that he perpetrated that criminality alone and in his individual right. He was acting definitely as a soldier under the instructions and direct supervision of the commander-in-chief. Now, we want to get to the source of that criminality.
In the wake of a pending alliance between Sejusa, Besigye and Gilbert Bukenya, described as an unholy alliance by critics, some who face the wrath of the then Tinyefunza insist there's a search for the truth behind the tyranny.
As a question, nothing would stop me from forgiving him after establishing exactly, because I've never talked to Tinyefunza. I'm sure one day I will have occasion to ask him whether actually it is true that I was his victim.
As others condemn the move, some insist reconciliation must take center stage as they advance what they call a liberation agenda. Others have defended the renegade general, saying the blood that is attached to his ruthlessness was as a result of orders from the commander-in-chief that he had nothing to do about. But were the orders lawful? Couldn't Tinyefunza, a lawyer who was later suspended along with IGP Kale Kaihura and then Security Minister Amama Mbabazi from the Law Society, have resisted the orders? Opinions differ, as some believe he had no way out. The ghosts of Operation North continue to linger on his head, but the exiled general has always insisted the misdeeds were on the orders of his commanding officer, who he once held accountable. Sabit Joseph, Double Television.